For the past couple of years, the top elites and world leaders have discussed what will be known as one of the most significant turning points in the history of our economy. We are talking about the Great Reset, a reset to the economy and society that will affect everyone and everything. The Great Reset is unstoppable, with a recession incoming, a geopolitical conflict in development, and the USA's economy on the edge of collapse. It's obvious that a new world order is well on its way. Major names in the political and economical spectrum have shown interest in this topic. This includes Executive Chairman of the WEF Klaus Schwab, Prince Charles, and many other members of the WEF. WEF, also known as the World Economic Forum, was founded in 1971 by German engineer Klaus Schwab. It's an international, non-governmental and lobbying organization focused on public-private cooperation that would solve many of the major problems we face as a society. This refers to the collaboration between private and public sectors to address common challenges and achieve shared goals. The problem with this private-public funding program is that it makes it much easier for other problems, such as money laundering and corrupt individuals, to appear in the organization, which is the case with WEF. WEF has been caught in many scandals over the last few years, including money laundering, corrupt government officials, and playing a great role in the development of the COVID-19 pandemic. The World Economic Forum has repeatedly focused on the own nothing lifestyle, trying to market it under agendas such as climate change, inclusivity, healthcare, and more. Nowadays, we live in a world where the gap between the wealthy and the broke is becoming larger and larger, mainly because of the massive inflation, devaluation of goods, and increased prices of assets. Assets are what keep the rich wealthy and the poor broke. As stated in the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, the rich don't work for money, the rich make money work for them. The rich acquire assets while the poor acquire liabilities. The Great Reset is one of the biggest threats to our prosperity and freedom we've seen in decades. We must not allow it to work in their favor.
It explains why the schools are tracking with the DOJ, why Fauci with the vaccine mandates, why Fauci is hiding his relationship with big pharmaceutical, our gas prices, the First Amendment rights, the January 6th people being set up by the FBI. All of this, Tucker, this is the most important book I have read. This is the most important, or that I've written, this is the most important topic of my career, and I think this is the most important topic in the world today. The Great Reset is not a conspiracy theory. It is something that the Davos people have put together along with the World Economic Forum.
In the words of the WEF, the Fourth Industrial Revolution and the Great Reset is a chance to reset and reshape the world. The WEF mentioned on various occasions the impact of COVID and how it greatly affected our economy. But was COVID a planned accident? Many have blamed the WEF to have played a great role in the development of the pandemic. This pandemic greatly benefited the forum, greatly allowing them to push even further agendas such as inclusivity, climate change activism, healthcare, the fragility of our economy, and more. They are known to have deep connections in the CCP and supported their ideologies and propaganda. On their page, they posted, "China is taking an increasingly active role in reshaping the international system of climate change, digital transformation, and economic development, while simultaneously grappling with the local implications of the Fourth Industrial Revolution." Facing the deteriorating geopolitical and geo-economic environment following the COVID-19 crisis. It's not just the CCP that has deep connections with the WEF. Many other political figures, such as Prince Charles, are part of the World Economic Forum, which has impacted the geopolitical spectrum deeply. The WEF is also well connected with many European countries. In their propaganda, they mentioned that the United States' dominance will be over by 2030, and instead a handful of countries will lead. In their page, they mentioned Russia, China, Germany, India, and Japan as countries that could surpass the US. If you got this far, consider watching other of our takes on modern problems. Stay zoned.